Hello, and welcome to the Underpaid Gamers Podcast. My name is Tony. I am with my friend and colleague, Justin.
What's up?
Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about video games, as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Marvel games announced we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big Star Wars little thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, the title came out.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that a little bit. You did some Final Fantasy stuff.
I did, a little bit.
EVO 2017 and other esports news.
That's true.
And then finally, a topic that we'll get to eventually. It's a secret!
We'll see how it goes.
Ew.
Hit the music.
The Underpaid Gamers is the official podcast of Underpaid Gamers.
Gamers.com. Gamers.
My mouth failed me there.
It's alright.
We're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music.
Mm-hmm.
You can find us on other podcast things like Stitcher.
Yep.
And whatever else there is.
There's some other ones out there that have us. I don't know how they got us, but they do.
They got us, that's for sure. We're on YouTube.
Yep.
We are on Twitch.
We are on Twitch. We're also on Facebook.
We're also on Facebook. And Twitter is the other thing I'm thinking.
And Instagram.
And Instagram. Look.
We're expanding.
We're on everything.
We are. So check us out.
I normally stream on Twitch on Mondays to get my loot boxes. Sometimes a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So,
there you have it.
come join the fun Monday. Normally starts at like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There you go.
Which I understand is 5 p.m. on the West Coast. But listen, you guys gotta make it work.
I mean, they're coming home from work, and what better than to watch Underpaid Gamers stream?
Look, come home from work, take off your shoes, go straight to the bathroom. I know how it is.
Yeah, throw on Twitch on your phone.
Twitch on your phone. What else you gotta do? You're just sitting there.
Yeah. You gonna play a game? Nah.
No.
Watch us play a game.
No, you need your hands for other things. You know
Cool.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Poop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean.
Sure.
So where to start? Let's talk about our failed video attempt about Final Fantasy Choco Chocobo.
Okay, so what he means to say is the DLC that was released last week.
I'm pretty sure I pronounced it correctly.
You did not. The DLC that was released last week.
For Final Fantasy 15?
Yes, the first installment of DLC. This is a free update before the actual paid DLC.
No, we're not
comes out.
counting about the day one update that they said it wasn't going to happen.
Right,
and then
we're not considering that DLC.
Okay.
That was just fixing all the problems in the game.
Did it fix all the problems?
Some of them.
Okay.
So it was a Chocobo
Koboko.
Moogle fair thing.
What's the Moogle is like the thing with the big head.
Yeah, it's the big head and it has like the red ball that kind of sticks out from her antenna.
Is that like... What's that supposed to be? Is that just like a mascot? Is that like a race?
Yeah,
is it like a pet?
It's like a race.
Do they have... Are they part of the Senate? The Galactic Senate?
No. That's not... No.
Are they sentient?
Yes. They are.
Do they have representation?
No. They're like magical creatures that...
Are they like pets?
Some
Or
games
they're kind of
maybe.
just off on their own?
It depends. Each game kind of approaches them differently, but they're in almost every game.
Because the Chocobo is a big old chicken.
Chocobo is a giant chicken that you ride like a horse. Yep.
Final Fantasy is stupid.
Shush. Stop it. Alright, so this fair.
There's so many other cool animals that you can ride, and they choose to make a giant chicken that you ride like a horse.
Dude, don't be hating. There's some good stuff.
I think one of the coolest things I've ridden in a video game, if not just recently of all time, would be the Sparrow from Destiny. That thing's so cool.
Sparrow was really fun.
When you spawn it in and it comes out of nowhere, you hop on it, you got a hover motorcycle.
And you take somebody out with it?
Yeah.
Enemies? That's fun.
What's better, that or a giant chicken horse?
Look, the chicken horse was introduced a long time ago before video games were
Before anybody
super
had
awesome.
any
It was
fictional awareness.
Right. So, be quiet. Also, airships. Come on. Final Fantasy's famous for airships, and those things are sick.
Are they?
Vehicles. Yeah, dude. Got some cool stuff.
Sid is a pilot. I know that from...
He is always related to mechanics.
Final Fantasy X-2.
Oh, gross. You had to bring that one up. Oh, man. So either way, back to the topic
Chocobo.
hand. Yeah, so the DLC came out. I attempted to make a video. I failed miserably.
Mainly because the DLC is so boring.
But really, I mean, yeah, we tried to watch it. The parts that were... like, the quality was decent, at least in terms of my mistakes. And the DLC was so boring... We couldn't post it on top of all the mistakes I made.
The new... So you're in like a little Venice area?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's little gondolas.
Yeah, sure.
Gondola?
Gondola.
Gondola?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's a gondola.
And that's a new area, or that's an area that they just kind of converted into this
mm-hmm.
carnival area?
Exactly. It's an area that existed before.
So you've been there before.
Yeah, just for one chapter of the game. So they turned it into a carnival, which I was hoping would add like a bunch of little mini games, some fun stuff. But really, what
try
it did,
to knock over all the milk bottles.
Right,
Psych,
throw the ring on
together.
there. Right, exactly. Like
if you get a ping pong ball in the fish tank, you get to take home the fish. Great. What am I gonna do with a fish for the rest of the day?
Mm-hmm. None of that.
You didn't get any giant teddy bears?
There was
giant chocobocos?
No. It was.
Well, that's all right.
It was a skin over every mechanic that was already in the game. Most of them were boring.
You were there with you were there by yourself, the main character. You didn't even bring a lady friend.
Yeah.
Or even your male friend.
Okay, that's awkward.
Why?
Spoiler alert: she died.
Was this before that happens?
I mean, in my game, I loaded it. It was after the whole game was over. So yeah, she's dead.
So if she wasn't dead,
she gone.
You have brung your lady friend.
That probably would have been fine. I don't know. Like literally, you just spawn there. Like when you
well,
install
how come?
it.
Do your guy friends have any lady friends that they can bring?
No, and they weren't there, and that's like, it's like chapter 13. You don't have your buddies with you, and those conversations are like the only fun part.
A Final Fantasy 12?
Of the
15?
story. I mean, really, the story outside of your bros is kind of scatterbrained and jumping around everywhere.
Heard that.
So, anyways, we weren't impressed. So I wouldn't get your hopes up. It was free DLC.
Unless you like horse-sized chickens.
Unless you like the frog quests in the main game, don't go there, because there was like a quest in the main story or in the side quests where you would have to go collect frogs for the scientist.
What is this, World of Warcraft?
And so then I would be like, okay, and I did it, and it took forever, and I hated it. So then I'd stop doing all of her side quests because I hated them, and there were way more side quests than are necessary, so I could pick and choose, which was nice for the trophies. But man, you had to catch all these fat little choco babies. They run around. I was like, this is stupid.
Chicken-sized chickens?
They were extra chicken-sized. Yeah, exactly. And then there's other ones like, run over here. I was like, okay, this is literally the same as regular side quests. Nothing is new. It's just skinned over stuff. I was done. I guess there was one feature. You could take photos.
Ayo.
From your perspective. In the past, it was only opportunities where it would pop up and you could say, yes, let's take a photo. And then it was like pre-scripted. Now you can actually take photos. That was a new thing.
Photo mode.
But I don't care because I already beat the game and Platinum did. So
not worth coming back.
Yeah, I'm not going to come back just so I can take photos. So anyways, that was the DLC.
You've been playing Fire Emblem Birthright?
I have, actually.
Really?
I've done 6 missions since we last talked. I've been trying to do 1 every night.
That's good. That's a good ratio. Normally, sometimes if it gets real hard, it takes me more, like, I'm currently stuck on one.
Let me tell you why it's easy. I put it on casual mode.
That is one way to do it. And
I just play through it. And Birthright is way easier than Conquest.
Is that fun, though, if there's no challenge?
I enjoy it. I mean, I try not to get anybody killed. Like, in the 6, I've only had one guy die.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was just a miscalculation on my part.
And you reset it, or you didn't?
No. I don't have time to reset it.
That guy.
Well, I mean, he's in casual mode, he comes back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so...
What?
Yep.
That's not even Fire Emblem.
Look.
It's like Pokemon.
Look, I'm an adult, I have a job. I can't just sit and reset that game over and over again. I don't have that much time. So I like casual mode, even though people out there might be judging me real hard right now, like, oh, you casual noob.
Scrub.
I'm a little casual scrub. That's right, I am. I'm enjoying it still. I'm going to beat the game and give it to you.
No, on Uncharted 4, yeah, you are. On Uncharted 4, there's a story mode, I think, or maybe it's called
Explorer mode, yeah.
Which is just super easy. It's just there for the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nice.
It's like that, actually. I mean, that's kind of what casual mode is.
Except
I feel like Explorer mode is like for getting all the trophies that are...
Yeah, but there's more gameplay in Uncharted than there is in Fire Emblem. One of the gameplays that I enjoy in Fire Emblem is that you have to think about your moves.
Right. Which is... Well, I get that. I still try it. I still think about my moves. Because I don't want to lose anybody, but...
But it doesn't matter. There's no repercussions.
True.
Where's the conditioning?
Except for all the missed XP for your character who died.
I guess that's true.
So that sucks, but it's marginal. So
speaking of Fire Emblem,
dun.
Square Enix. There's not a connection.
There's no connection there.
Square Enix signs on to make multiple Marvel games, starting with Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
They signed on with 2 studios. I wrote down Crystal Dynamics and another one, I don't remember who the other one was. Crystal Dynamics most recently has made...
Mm-hmm.
My mouth is not working.
Yeah, you're really stumbling.
Most recently has made Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Okay.
Both games that are incredible. But they're going to make an Avengers game. Don't know what to expect.
Yeah, and the announcement itself was not really much. It didn't have many details to it.
All we got from the announcement was
pictures.
that they're going to do pictures, and that the Avengers are reassembling, and that they're making multiple games. Yeah. So the only thing I could pick up from that was that maybe it's a post-Civil War type thing. Not so much movie universe, but comic book universe. Sure. Because I also don't think any of this is going to be tied into the movies, which is a great idea.
Yeah, I don't want it to be. It shouldn't.
Also, the person that released it, or Square Enix, is like, you're not going to get any more details until 2018.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why even tell us now?
Right? Why? Gosh. That's literally a year from now.
Well, I saw this on Twitter, and they said, "Hey guys, pay attention tomorrow for an important update."
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Dragon Quest.
And I retweeted it, and I was like, "Oh, it's going to be the first DLC of Final Fantasy 15. Oh, it's going to be
Dragon Quest announced for PlayStation 4, Dragon Quest 11 in English,
or it's going to be just something major, right? Kingdom Hearts 3 update."
Yeah, right.
never happening. So, anyways, I thought it was going to be something like that. Ends up being this. It was like a pleasant surprise.
I mean, this is a nice surprise because there's already a video on our YouTube channel about 5 games that Marvel could be making and should be. And some of that is research. Like, there's a Telltale Games, which we now know is Guardians of the Galaxy. Super disappointed in that, by the way. And now we know Square Enix, who is a very reputable producer.
Sure.
And Crystal Dynamics is very good.
Right.
They're making great games.
Yeah, Square
Insomniac is making Spider-Man. They have some... I mean, although I am disappointed that Guardians of the Galaxy is being made into a Telltale game, the reason I'm disappointed is because I think they can do so much more than just tell a story like a Telltale game. I think there's a lot of gameplay they can have, and there's not. They're missing out on that by doing just a story-based game.
I mean,
however, Telltale is incredible, and people love Telltale, and it's always highly rated.
Yeah.
So that's
really
already 3 or 4 Marvel games right off the bat that are knocked out of the park.
Sure.
Literally 2 baseball references in one sentence. You're welcome. Sports fans.
Yep. Oh, man.
Anyway, they're not going to say any more until 2018. Why say anything now?
I know. It's a little disappointing. It'd be nice if they just, like, dropped us, like, screenshots or something, or, like, pictures, or, like, little story
like
bits.
They did with Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yep. It'd be nice. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for this. Square Enix, if you didn't know, makes more than just Final Fantasy games. If you've probably heard of them because that's like their biggest line. But they also made like Hitman games.
Dragon Quest is there.
Dragon Quest,
Hitman, Tomb Raider,
Deus Ex, right?
Yes. So that could be a fun like Hitman if they. I mean, I don't want them to reskin Hitman and do something.
Sure.
But
they
if
can
they
do
did like a Deus
games.
Ex, that could be like maybe an Iron Man type thing.
Yeah.
They have to nail it. If they're gonna do Iron Man, it has to nail the flying. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Tomb Raider. Like, I mean, obviously not gonna do something with Tomb Raider, but could they do something similar to that? What Marvel hero would be good for that?
Yeah, that's a good question. And if it's the Avengers, then it's gonna probably be multiple people.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is it gonna be like Ultimate Alliance 3?
Right. Or are you gonna like make your own hero that joins the Avengers?
Like DC Universe Online?
Yeah. Or like City of Heroes?
I don't know what that is.
It was a game before that.
A game before time.
It was awesome. It was an MMO. It was super fun. Either way.
Yeah, I made a video of 5 Marvel games I want to see. So go watch that video.
If you
also, it was made on Windows Movie Maker. So if it's awful quality, that's why.
Blame Windows.
But now I have better video software.
That's right. Because we're always looking to improve.
I make better videos now.
So we have to start somewhere.
Let's talk about esports.
Sure.
First of all, I was very, very, very happy to see that ELeague was broadcasting their grand finals on TBS today at like 10 a.m. It's a weird time for them to have grand finals Sunday so early. However, it didn't end until like 3 p.m. It's a 5-hour block of TBS of video games on a Saturday. I'm like, heck yes.
I wonder what the ratings were. I kind of want to know.
I don't know. Super excited to see that. I don't follow CSGO. I don't necessarily follow the ELeague. But I was watching Friends at work on TBS, and then they said, next ELeague. I'm like, well, that's better than any Adam Sandler movie they're going to put on.
Yep.
So I was super happy. So TBS is killing it. I tweeted a few times about how TBS is killing it.
Did you?
Live
You tweeted
broadcasting. No, I didn't. Hashtag ELeague.
Nice. Maybe they'll see it.
You know.
Hope to see it. And they're like, wow, Underpaid Gamers likes it.
I'm on that Twitter front.
So, yeah.
Well, they were posting on stream and verbatim and similarly on the TV photos people were tweeting about how they're watching it. So I was thinking about putting it on the big screen in the lobby.
Yeah.
And being like, this hotel is awesome. They're broadcasting this. Like, a little cheating.
Might be a little bit too much there.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Yeah.
ELeague.
Good job. Good job, TBS. Keep it up.
More esports. The EVO 2017 lineup has been announced.
Dun, dun, dun.
To some contention. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So EVO is the premier fighting game tournament of the year, essentially. It's always the biggest. Street Fighter always has the most views because Street Fighter is so popular.
Well, it has been around forever.
Games have been, for 2017, the lineup consists of Street Fighter V, Guilty Gear, blah, 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 Smash Bros. For Wii U, Smash Bros. Melee, Injustice 2, which isn't out yet, Blaze Blue, Tekken 7, and King of Fighters 14. However, there's also one extra spot open for a fan vote. It's not so much a vote, it's a vote. People donate money
to the one they want
to a cancer research facility in the name of the game.
Okay.
And then whoever has the most money donated, they get a spot on Sunday for finals. They've done it a lot. That's how Smash Melee officially got in 2013. Was very similar to that. The reason why there's contention is because Sunday is always the most viewed day. It's always where the grand finals happen for every game.
Sure.
And because because Super Smash Bros. Has two games, both Wii U, Smash 4, and Melee, they have now considered that only one of those should be represented on Sunday. Makes sense. There's two of them.
That's true.
They kept Smash 4 on Sunday and moved Melee to Saturday. So there's going to be grand finals for Melee on Saturday. There's other games that have grand finals on Saturday, but also Melee. Some people feel a little gypped by that in the Melee community.
Including us.
I don't know. Probably.
You seemed a little upset about it when you brought it up.
I was trying to get into the moment.
Okay.
I understand why they feel upset. And maybe they feel a little slighted. If anything, because last year, the highest views was Street Fighter, whichever one. And then the one under that was Melee. Now, whether that was because Street Fighter finals were literally right after it or not, I don't know. But a lot of people were watching Melee Grand Finals. They also go very long. A lot of people in the community, I went to the Reddit page on Smash to try to figure out what people are saying. Yeah. Because there's always people for and against.
Yeah, everything.
You can always see both.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, this is outrageous. I can't believe they did this. But also, a lot of people said that this fighting tournament is not Melee's fighting tournament. It is EVO's, and they invited the Melee community. Sure. So they should pretend.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is EVO's tournament, so they can do whatever they want.
And then they also said that EVO isn't necessarily a good spot for the top 8 like Melee likes to have, which is best of 5s, because it has to be so quick. So many different things. So they think Saturday is going to be ran better. However, it's so weird because the game that gets voted in has their grand finals on Sunday. Some games that are up to be voted in are not even out yet. So Injustice 2 already has a grand final. Not on Sunday, though. But that game's not out yet. ARMS for the Nintendo Switch is going to be at EVO, or I believe it can be voted in. So it's just weird that there's these games that have been not so much a cornerstone of EVO, but Melee has been part of EVO for the last 3 years. And it was just weird. I'll be like, what if everyone voted for Melee to be grand finals on Sunday? Would they get 2 grand finals? Or just one? Have grand finals on Saturday and Sunday. What if Melee got the #1 vote of the donations? I don't know. What else all over the video game esports news? Also, I don't know what Blaze Blue is.
I have never heard of that game.
Or King of Fighters.
I've played King of Fighters before.
There's an Xbox fighting game. I can't remember what it's called. I don't pay attention to fighting games other than Melee. But I love me some Melee. I guess I know what Injustice is in Street Fighter. Anyway, that's that.
Cool.
You're looking up some stuff.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I have my stuff right.
Just wing it.
So, Overwatch had its grand finals of winter premiere.
Correct.
Over the weekend, over 2 days. I got to watch bits and pieces of all of it on my phone. I was with the lady,
She didn't let you watch it?
Well, no, she didn't care, but her entire family was there, so it was kind of awkward.
And you didn't tell them that you were passionate about esports? And how it's equal to regular sports?
Gaming did come up, and I did represent us well, I think.
What'd you say? What'd they ask?
Well...
So you're a gamer, huh?
Well, her dad was like, hey, what types of games do you like to play?
Oh.
I used to play Doom.
Oh.
And I was like, that's pretty cool.
So he led into it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like,
so we talked about Doom,
like
talked about shooters, you know, and then me and her brother talked about, what was it? Far Cry.
Oh,
we talked about honey badgers
Far Cry?
and how stupid honey badgers are in Far Cry.
Far Cry 4?
Yeah, and he was talking about Primal, and I was like, were honey badgers really hard to kill in Primal? He's like, yeah. I was like, that seems a little bit ridiculous.
They're like snakes on the ground, dude, but they kill snakes.
They're so hard to kill. He's like, yeah, man, I took a whole spear to it. So we just like connected on some video game levels there.
Nice.
Talked about things we like to play.
Ayo, video games.
So anyways, yeah, I think I represented well. But I did get to watch. I watched the last round.
You can't really represent until you play them in Melee.
Sure. Well, I don't know if that'll ever happen.
If I have a daughter,
because they don't have a GameCube.
When I have a daughter and her at the time boyfriend asks for her hand in marriage, sit him down in front of a CRT
and say,
"We're Meleeing up, bud.
If you win, you can marry her."
Yeah, that's right.
She's never getting married.
That's also how I'm going to do. My kids want extensions on their curfews.
Yep.
If they beat me at Melee, they can get an extension. But if not, standard.
You're just going to play with them, too.
That's right.
You'll pick Bowser and still beat him.
Yeah.
So anyways, Overwatch winter premiere. It was decided for third place between Luminosity and Complexity, which I was surprised because listening to the announcers heading up to it, it seemed like they were favored to do well.
Who? Complexity?
Complexity and Luminosity. So it ended up being, I think
Immortals?
it was Immortals won the whole thing against Ghost in the grand finals, and it was really epic because when I first got on, I watched the very first round of it, and Ghost won the first round. It was best of 3 with 3 matches each time. There was 5 matches. I think it was 5 matches actually.
What?
For each round. It was they played a lot. It was like a lot of rounds. There were like 3 rounds. They had to win the best of 3, but each round had 5 matches.
I don't think so.
It was best of 5.
I think they just played best of 5, but they played the standard game.
Right. Which
so
in
like
the game,
the payload.
you flip sides.
Oh yeah, but
that's what I meant. Like each time.
It's just a standard competitive playlist, though.
Sure.
As you would find if you went to the competitive playlist on Overwatch.
Right.
Have you increased your ranking at all? Can we play together yet?
I got up to 2,315.
I think it's too much.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Maybe I'll tank it and then we can play together.
There you go. Just tank it. Just lose a bunch. Just keep quitting out and you'll be fine.
Ugh.
I mean, that's what literally keeps happening to me. I got up to 2,300 and then I went down a little bit because the next 2 matches, somebody joined and then quit out.
What character are you playing? Diva?
Diva mostly. Though I do have a little bit on Roadhog. I've been getting better at Roadhog. I've been trying to get those hooks, you know.
Dude, May is May.
Dude, I also play May a little bit. But this one guy I played with was like crushing May. It was awesome. He was like on point.
Was it me?
It was not you.
Was he literally on the point?
Yeah.
There.
That happened.
There it goes.
So anyways, Ghost won the first round. Then Immortals came back to win the second and the third. And I tuned in at the exact right time. I saw the last round, the last push of whoever won this fight, got the second win. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
It was.
So they went to 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
They went to game 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was like 2-2.
Crazy.
It was like so intense. I loved it, and I was just sitting there in the corner with everybody like little kids running around yelling, screaming. I'm just like sitting here staring at my phone, like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Do you think Overwatch is hard to watch? Like,
I think there are certain.
Spectate.
I like it when they do third person above everybody.
Yeah.
It's hard when they switch between characters a lot.
Really.
And I kind of prefer to listen to it with. I mean, the commentators make it easier to understand because they kind of are telling you what's going on overall. But I like the third party or the third position, like the above spectator, because then you can actually watch what's going on. On the
fixed camera or on the mobile camera? Because Overwatch has fixed camera locations for spectating. Sure. I also think they have Are you talking about third person on a character?
Not third person on a character.
I don't like that. That literally makes me dizzy.
No. I'm talking about like the cameras above that you kind of look down.
Yeah.
Just the static cameras. Because then you can kind of get a bigger picture. And then I like it when they go to somebody when they're crushing somebody.
Yeah.
That's when I like to see. And then I like to watch I watched a few replays and commentators and things on highlight videos.
Mm-hmm.
On my own time.
Well, watch is fun to play. I think it's more fun to play than to watch.
I don't know. I like to watch it because it makes me want to do better.
That's true.
And it makes me think about...
You can watch it and learn.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I've been trying to do with it. Like, when I play ranked, I'm, like, always trying to group up, always trying to, like, pick something that's going to help the whole team, which sucks because not everyone is always that altruistic. Some people are like, I'm playing this character no matter what, even if I suck at it. And then they're not willing to change.
Correct.
And so it gets really frustrating.
That's just part of it.
When you just get stuck with Lucio and I'm not good at Lucio, or like Mercy. I'm alright with Mercy.
Sometimes you gotta out-stubborn them. Sometimes you just gotta pick.
I know. Well, I mean, I just kind of take turns. I'm like, this time I'm gonna be Diva.
Yeah.
And that's it. And other times I'm like, I guess we're like losing right now. We need to switch it up.
I can't ever play as a healer. I can't do that. I feel like my I'm best used as an offensive player.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why are you giggling?
No, you're good. You're good at offense. You're the best offense player that I play with. It's just funny.
I also get super bored.
Good.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I get too bored. Like, I'll rush in as a healer. Like, I can't just sit behind somebody and heal them while they do all the fighting. Like, this sucks.
Welcome to being support class.
Yeah, well, these things happen.
Cool. So that's our Overwatch update.
Star Wars.
The Last Jedi!
Let them know.
It's The Last Jedi.
What are your thoughts?
Episode 8.